I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I could have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from Soldier Field. Taken from about the 12 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
I don't know about you, but for me, I never expect a failed RPO to break like that one did. Usually the ball comes out fast, get it to the receiver. When it's not there, you try and make something happen, but never to the tune of a big run like that. We just witnessed something you don't see very often.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 31-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Pickett will look to throw it here. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Fields on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, Fields steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Velus Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Fields now to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I like what he showed me in this game because he certainly has understood when it was time to scramble with the ball. On this play, he shows me that he knows when to throw it away as well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Fields throwing again. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's 21-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Off play action. Pickett steps away to his left. Here's Freiermuth again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They'll throw again with Pickett. Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Harris not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Pickett.
And it's caught.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone, covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 4 yards out. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. In motion left, the tight end. They're going to run it with Harris. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney, finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. From the 39, Pickett finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First and 10, here's Pickett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's going to let it fly.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
There he goes left side. And they will score.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bike and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till I can stun and do it. I'm the best, I'm the best.